So, hi guys, I'm Brad Orty. I'm an animator at CD Projekt Red, and I'm working on the Gwent team, and I'm here to talk about Gwent. So, Gwent it's a digital collectible card game, and it's a competitive multiplayer game. And what that means is you build your own deck of a bunch of different cards, completely up to you what you want to play with, and you come to the game 3 rounds. You're going to get 10 cards at the start of the game, and they're your cards for the whole 3 rounds. So it's up to you. It's a best of 3. First one to win 2 rounds wins, and you have to play very tactically and decide what to do with those 10 cards across those rounds. So maybe you're going to lose a round on purpose. Maybe you're going to throw the second round to get your opponent to use all of their cards so you can come in the third and take over. So it's about deception. It's about bluffing. It's quite a unique card game in the genre. Yes, yes. So Gwent is actually based on the characters from the Witcher universe. It was a smaller mini game within Witcher Wild Hunt, and we got an amazing response from fans when we released Wild Hunt. People just love it. They want to see Gwent as a standalone game. People making their own versions, doing what they can to make this happen, and we just had to listen and make our own version for the fans. So we've been working really hard on making the best version of Gwent we can make, and that means a lot of polish, a lot of redesigning, rebalancing cards. So players who are familiar with the game already will have a lot more to explore and play with, and new players can come and join the game. It's super simple to pick up the basic rules, 10-15 minutes and you've got it. But once you've got it, there's a lot within that. There's a lot of depth and tactics to delve into. So our free-to-play model, we want to make sure that players who don't want to pay any money can enjoy the game just as much as the players who do, right? So it's really important for us to make the game super balanced. So even if you're starting with a starter deck, you're competitive against these players who've maybe spent a bit more money and more quickly crafted the deck that they wanted. But another thing, you're going to be getting card packs, you're going to be getting cards from playing the game for free. And the way the card packs work, we really want to make players, we want to give them control over how they build their deck and how quickly they build their deck. So as an example, the first card you get in a card pack, you'll receive 5 cards total. The first card you get is going to be a choice between 3 cards. So you're going to get at least a rare card. So maybe you're presented with 3 legendary cards, right? And you know you're trying to build a monster deck. You're really focused on getting monster cards. So you get a choice between 3 cards. Maybe there's a Northern Realms, Scoia'tael legendary, and a monster legendary. So for you, you're going to go straight for the monster legendary, and you're going to build your deck quicker. And after that, you're going to get 4 more random cards. Those cards could also be legendary. They could be rare. It's completely random at that point. So we really want players to be able to quickly get the deck that they want. No, not at all. Like, Gwent is just a really fun card game in its own right. If you're a fan of the Witcher series, if you know the characters and the lore, you're going to get a kick out of some of the skills we have and some of the illustrations we've done for these cards. But really, all these skills which we take, we get inspiration from the lore and from the games to influence the skills. But they're kind of just cool skills in their own right for this game. And you're going to get the basics super quickly. You're going to get in there and understand it, and there's a lot there for everybody, really. Mobile version, we love a mobile version, right? It's right now we're focusing on Xbox One and PC for the closed beta, so October 25th is when we're going to launch that. And if you guys go to playgwent.com and sign up, we hope to be playing with you in October. It would be amazing. The Roach card is like everyone's favorite card, right? So for people who aren't familiar with The Witcher, Roach is Geralt's horse, Geralt being the main character in the Witcher games. So you click in the right stick, you summon your horse, and you get where you need to go quicker, right? But in Witcher, Roach wasn't the most reliable horse, so you call him, you whistle for him, and maybe he appears behind a fence where you don't want him to. You click it again, he appears somewhere else. He wasn't the most reliable horse, so we know that, and we're playing off the idea with the card in the game. So the Roach card right now, when you play a hero in the game, like Geralt for example, Roach appears. He's like, oh, a hero, I want to do something, I want to get involved. But he doesn't know where to go, so he just goes on a random row out of the 3 rows that we're playing with. and it's a super fun idea. And we've got a lot of skills like that in the game, which are influenced by, you know, in-jokes and characters and things like that. But really, the Roach card is just a cool card anyway. Like, even if you don't know who Roach is, you don't understand the joke behind it, it's a cool skill. Yeah, I mean, that's a real focus for us. Like, our illustrators, really, we're working with some of the best illustrators in the world right now, and a bunch of great people in house who are just taking. They know the characters, right? They know Witcher, they know the lore, and they want to tell a story with these illustrations, and they want to give you a sense of who the character is. Maybe capture a specific moment from the game that you know, or just. It's really exciting for us to be able to do that. And what's even better is once we get to the premium cards, which you may have seen some of already, we really bring the illustrations to life. So we use animation, VFX, 3D modeling to try and even more tell that story that the illustrator was originally trying to tell. So I've switched since I've been at this show actually. Like, I was a big fan of Scoia'tael, that was like the deck I was always playing. Scoia'tael, the faction is very, it's got some interesting plays. One, a lot of units are very agile, which means they can be played on different rows. So you can very quickly, okay, there's a weather card down here. I'm not worried about that. I can move these units to a different row. So I had a lot of fun with Scoia'tael, but since I've been playing here, I've been playing more with Skellige, and Skellige is super interesting and really fun. These guys, they play around with the graveyard a lot. So the graveyard is our discard pile. Like, if a card's destroyed, it goes to the graveyard. If the round ends, we move those cards over to the graveyard. And one of the leader abilities we have for Skellige is that he increases the power of units in the graveyard. So if you use that in combination with our medic cards, and our medic cards will bring back units from the graveyard, they come back even stronger than before, and you can come in that third round and just really annihilate your opponent. Yeah. Wow. That would be. I mean, right? We have the physical versions of Gwent right now that came with the episode 1 and episode 2 expansion packs. And so yeah, if you pick up Blood and Wine, the physical copy of it, or if you pick up Hearts of Stone physical copy, you're going to be able to play that physical version of Gwent. We've changed some of the rules of the skills since then, but it's still a super fun game to play physical. And if you implement some deck building rules to keep things nice and balanced, you can have a lot of fun with those physical versions of the game.
What would you like to advise people who are interested in this game to do right now?
Go to playgwent.com. Go to playgwent.com, please. Like, we want as much fan feedback as we can get, really. Like, it's about, we're super close to our community and our players. This game doesn't exist without our community. So we'd love for people to play the game as much as possible. Send us feedback, and we'll listen, and we'll continue to improve it. So playgwent.com, Xbox One and PC, October 25th for the closed beta, and we'll see you at the Gwent table.
Okay. Last and the most important question I was ordered to ask, will there be some kind of big head mode?
Big head mode? Wow, I'm trying to wonder who asked you to ask that. Cool. So, a big head mode, I don't think we have plans for big head mode. But maybe. Okay, we're going to be introducing new game modes. I'll suggest it to the designers for big head mode.